Okay, so there's more drama about the State of the Union, right? There's drama every year, right? They say Congress, especially the House of Representatives, is like a lot like high school. So George Santos and Mitt Romney both just talking about the confrontation they had last night before the State of the Union. It was like, as in like right before the State of the Union was about to start. So let's see.
First time in history that I've been told to shut up and go to the back of the room, especially.
Wow, he sounds gay. Like, am I allowed to say that? I mean, I'm not wrong. You can't tell me I'm wrong. Like, this motherfucker looks and sounds gay as hell. I mean, I think he said that he was gay, but he was married to a woman in the past, but he divorced them. And of course, there was the drag queen allegations that he's not beaten, right? He basically admitted to being a drag queen in Brazil, right? But he's got the... Does he have a lisp? I don't know if that's a lisp I'm hearing, but he sounds gay, right?
Especially by people who come from a privileged background.
They're saying it's not the first time I've...
Go to the back of the room, especially by people who come from a privileged background.
Oh, yeah.
It's not going to be the last, and I'm never going to shut up and go to the back of the room. And I think it's reprehensible that the senator would say such a thing.
It's so reprehensible.
Anyway, he said it wasn't very Mormon of him. That's what I can tell you.
It wasn't very Mormon of him. That's what I can... yeah, that's gay. That's pretty gay of him to say. That's very sassy, isn't it? He's got that gay, like, sassy... that's not very Mormon of you, sweetie. Of course, someone commented, it is actually very Mormon of him, right? George said it's not very Mormon of him, but I grew up in Utah. That is traditional Mormon, Lamau. Yeah, so George Santos is saying, like, oh, these privileged people are telling me to shut up and go to the back of the room, but I'm not going to shut up. I'm standing up for myself. Whereas you said you don't belong here. Well, I mean, he doesn't belong there. George Santos doesn't belong there. He literally lied his way into the Senate. So if anyone deserves to be, like, told that you don't belong here, it's George Santos, because he literally does not belong there. Right? Some people are rooting for Santos. Romney must be a real POS for me to defend Santos. I mean, I think Romney is a Giga Chad. He's like the... I hate to, like, say that a politician has principles, or that they're like a good politician, like a decent politician, but like, if anyone's a decent Republican, it's Mitt Romney. I'm saying it. Maybe that makes me a lib. Maybe that makes me like a liberal cuck, but like, I believe it, right? Exactly what Mitt Romney has to say about this. You said you don't belong here?
Yeah, you just said you don't belong here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did say that. Giga Chad, yes. Yes, Giga Chad. I did say that, because he doesn't belong here. Why would you say that? I mean, he doesn't belong here. That's why he said that.
I didn't expect that he'd be standing there trying to shake hands with every senator and the President of the United States. That's, given the fact that he's under ethics investigation, he should be sitting in the back row and staying quiet instead of
yeah, sure.
parading in front of the President.
Parading.
And people coming into the room. Look, he says he, that he embellished his record. Look, embellishing is saying you got an A when you got an A minus. Lying is saying you graduated from a college you didn't even attend. And
yeah, saying that he embellished is very charitable of him, right? He's like, oh, I just embellished a little bit. Well, yeah, he did a little bit more than just embellishing. He just straight up lied about, like, he just like fabricated entire like portions of his life, right? It's way more than just like twisting the truth, or like just bending the truth a little bit, just exaggerating a little bit. Oh, he's exaggerating just how many times his mom died, right? Like, oh, it's just a little bit of a stretch, right? Like, oh, I said she died twice. Well, and we all make mistakes. Well, no. Yeah, saying that he graduated from a college he didn't even attend. I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg, right? I mean, he didn't even lie about being a drag queen, at least. Oh man, he's always being like hounded by reporters. I think it's funny. He's always like trying to run away. He's always like, and he was in an airport being asked like, so were you a drag queen? What do you say about these drag queen allegations? And he gives up and he's like, you know, I was young and I had fun, okay? Sue me. He said in his gay voice, which I think is funny. He's like, I was just having a little fun, okay? Jeez. Like, I thought being a drag queen made you a groomer, but not for George. For George, it's different, right? That's how it is with all Republicans. It's when you're doing the thing, then you're different. Then like you're, yeah, it's okay when you do it because it's understandable, but they don't understand other people. So when other people do something, it's like, oh, he must be nefarious. He must be doing it for some diabolical reason.
And he shouldn't be in Congress, and they're going to go through the process and hopefully get him out. And but he shouldn't be there. And if he had any shame at all, he wouldn't be there.
Why did you make a point?
Had any shame at all?
You went, I mean, it was kind of out of your way to.
He was standing right there in the aisle, shaking hands with everybody.
Did he respond to you?
He may have. I didn't hear
Are you
anything he said.
disappointed that Kevin McCarthy is not calling him resign?
Yes.
Yes. Another Giga Chad, yes. Yes. Yeah. Again, like, I don't like any Republican. Mitt Romney, yeah. I mean, he sounds good, right? Like all the other Republicans, he knows what to say to sound good, because he knows that like his policies are very unpopular with the majority of the country, right? But I think he does have some principles. But I also think he's kind of bitter, right? He's kind of like an old guy, like a lot of you know, never Trump Republicans, like Adam Kinzinger. Adam Kinzinger snapped the other day. He was like, he threatens cat turd 2, that Twitter troll, who's like actually very popular somehow. The right-wing Twitter troll for talking shit about Ukraine. He's like, this is not gonna go well for you, cat turd 2. Or like Liz Cheney, she's like very vindictive, very like she's really going after all the Trump supporting, or like implicitly, those who implicitly supported Trump by not calling him out on his bullshit. Which I mean, yeah, you should, but like it's kind of understandable why they are like trying to ride that thin line between like politics as usual, civility politics, but also like where the Republican Party is going. And they're kind of like salty, they're kind of bitter, they're salty and bitter about like their wing of the party being like the losing faction. They're what, like 10% or less of the Republican like base right now. I mean, they're the ones who are trying, they're the ones who are actually smart. They're trying to appeal to like the moderates, those who like aren't crazy, the crazy right-wingers who like are unironically think like Trump is doing something good, right? Yeah, they these guys like Romney. Oh, of course Romney ran for president against Obama and he lost, so he's like, I guess Romney is like privileged in his own way. He's speaking from like a point of privilege. You got to check your privilege, Mitt Romney. Very problematic of you, but he might be bitter about that too. He might, clearly Mitt Romney has like political aspirations that he never lived up to. Oh my God, was he gonna run for president again? Honestly, I'd vote. I wouldn't vote for Mitt Romney, but he would be a far better candidate than George Santos or Donald Trump. Right? So anyways, yeah, I think the never Trumper wing of the right wing is like ideologically motivated in its own way. They see themselves as like the old guard of the GOP. They're the old part of the GOP, as in they're like the establishment. They're fighting for like they still believe in like the old way of politics where it's like all about civility and like you know, and like knowing your place. You got to know your place if you're in like the Mitt Romney wing of the party.
Time in
right?
history that I've been told to shut up and go to the back of the room, especially by people who come from a privileged background. And it's not going to be the last, and I'm never going to shut up and go to the back of the room.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, George Santos is making it out as if like he's being attacked, because I mean he is being attacked, but like, I mean he doesn't belong there. Mitt Romney is sort of right to call him out, right? Anyways. This is the clip where he's talking about like, I'm a capitalist, but the rich got to pay their fair share.
Let's begin. Look, I'm a capitalist. But pay your fair share.
Pay your fair share, come on.
Biggest corporations begin to pay their fair share.
And they get Lauren Boebert and Matt Gaetz to look like Grinches. Yeah, look how miserable they look. Ooh.
I'm a capitalist, but pay your fair share. The wealthy.
First State of the Union ever attended by Joe Biden was Nixon's last, 1974. Nixon says, 1 year of Watergate is enough. Here's what Biden told the Evening Journal. What did he say? He unequivocally promised no recession. How can he do that? How can he do that when every respected economist in the country is saying just the opposite? He said the dollar as income is buying 60% more now. Uh-oh, there goes my camera. Where in the world did you get that statistic? I was disturbed by that speech. He overplayed it. Okay, sure. And of course, here is Marjorie Taylor Greene looking like a hooting monkey with her lips like, ooh, ooh. Right, she does not look good. No. Is it the best State of the Union speech you've ever heard? Well, okay. Uh-oh, Rudy Giuliani. We crunched numbers and its official body. The State of the Union's address was the most dishonest State of the Union's address ever. Sad. Sad. The most dishonest? I mean, of course they're going to say they're lying about cutting Social Security and Medicare, but yeah, we all see in the receipts, right? We all know. That's yeah, I'm just looking at my camera. Hello. That's not true. I gotta get a better webcam. Oh, this is the thing I saw. John Fetterman brought a convicted murderer to State of the Union. This is the Democratic Party of 2023, a sanctuary for criminals and illegals. So the man was released after 26 years for a murder he never committed. Your husband is a convicted pedophile sex offender. Yeah, bitch. So Dennis Freedom Horton and his brother Lee spent 28 years incarcerated for a crime they did not commit. Fought for their freedom and brought Freedom Horton as his guest to the State of the Union. And of course they're black. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh man. Yeah. So yeah, people in America, especially black men, get wrongly convicted all the time. Sometimes black guys or black boys even are thrown in prison and just like forgotten about. Just because like they want to throw black people in prison, right? Served 28 years in prison for a murder conviction that has been heavily criticized, as both brothers have maintained their innocence. Fetterman vigorously advocated for their release in prison during his time as chair of Pennsylvania Board of Pardons, which voted to commute their sentences in December 2020. What a time to be released, right? Be released into the peak of the pandemic, or one of its biggest peaks. Incarceration of Dennis Lee for a crime they did not commit. Dennis and Lee is a stark reminder of the work we need to do to make our criminal justice system more equitable and fair, Fetterman said in a statement. I fought for their commutations and countless others as chair of the Pennsylvania Board of Pardons, and as your senator, I will continue to push for second chances for those who deserve them. We should not be a society about vengeance. We should be a society about redemption. Vocal support for clemency came under attack during his Senate campaign last year as a Republican opponent, Mehmet Oz, tried to use Fetterman's work to portray him as soft on crime. Oz specifically demanded that Fetterman fire the Horton brothers, who are working as paid Fetterman campaign staffers and vocal public surrogates. That's cool. I mean, if you got your sentence commuted by a guy, you kind of do owe him something, right? In a way, it's like, hey, I gave you your freedom. Now you got to use your freedom to say nice things about me, if you know what I mean. That's but I'm sure they're glad to do it, right? That's cool. Not only I mean, it's hard for convicts to get a job, right? Especially like if you're in prison for like 20 plus years. Yeah, so not surprising that Lowen Boebert would be calling these people criminals. Yeah, of course they're convicted murderers, but in this like unjust so-called justice system that's very racially biased, people get wrongly convicted all the time. It's not like they're just anti locking up people for murder, right? Of course not. Hey, Dylan Burns says Donald Trump insinuated that Ron DeSantis is a pedo and praised Biden, saying the unit addressed all within a 24-hour time period. Donald Trump, welcome to the resistance. So, is this Donald Trump's profile picture now? Look at it. Look, it's an American flag with Trump's face on it. That's so LARPy. I mean, it is in character for Trump, is it not? That's not Ron, is it? He would never do such a thing. Here is Ron DeSanctimonious, grooming high school girls with alcohol as a teacher. Yeah, that's bad. When was he a teacher? He looks young in here. Was he like in his 20s? I mean, it's funny that they're sticking with DeSanctimonious as Trump's nickname for Ron. I mean, I guess he's sanctimonious. I haven't seen him talk about a lot of things. I mean, I've seen him talk sometimes. By the way, he does not. He's not very charismatic. He does not have a good voice, right? Sounds like a whiny kind of bitch. He kinds a little fruity even, right? Oh, it's gonna be a great primary. Trump versus Ron. I can't wait. And it's funny that he says he's grooming high school girls with alcohol. Yeah, everyone is a groomer now. It really is not uncommon for high school girls to drink alcohol at a party where college students, like early 20s college students, are also attending, or even like mid 20s teachers, right? That's pretty common. By that standard, oh my god, I might be a groomer too. Oh god, oh fuck, oh shit, I'm a groomer, you got me. And then Within 24 hours, he says, "Look, he worked hard tonight. It's not a natural thing for him. It never was and it never will be. But you got to give him credit for trying. I disagree with him on most of his policies, but he put into words what he felt, and he ended up the evening, and he ended up the evening. He finished up the evening far stronger than he began. Give him credit for that. Many things weren't mentioned that should have been, but that's for another time. I've done a little clip. Perhaps you'd like to watch it. Good night, and everybody, and God bless America." Maybe I will watch it. I don't really want to go and find it, though. Hold up. Let him cook. Hold up. I mean, did reality change on you? I mean, Donald Trump says and does all sorts of crazy stuff. I mean, he never thinks through anything. It's all like gut reactions, right? Yep, and here is Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yeah, keeping it classy, always. She's an embarrassment to the nation. Sure, she's an embarrassment, but she's also funny, right? Just like Donald Trump, she is funny to point and laugh at as an example of how bad these people, how just like ridiculous these people are, right? Like George Santos too. Or, oh my god, remember Madison Cawthorn or Herschel Walker? Oh god, that guy. So hilarious. Oh, I really missed out on making fun of all those people. He just shouted liar several times. She should be escorted out of the building immediately. She's an embarrassment to our nation. I mean, a lot of people were booing Biden, right? Should they all be removed? It would be funny if she got escorted out, but then she would be able to play the victim about it and like be like, I will not be silenced. They tried to silence me for calling Joe Brandon a liar when he was lying. But I will never be silenced. Oh, she looks really bad here. Look at this. That's just... What kind of face is that? That's not a nice face. Boo. MTG doesn't know the difference between State of the Union and Justin Rocky Horror Picture Show. So, can we look up Kirsten Sinema now? I just want to see her fit. Kirsten Sinema. So, like I said before, not sure about that outfit Kirsten Sinema decided to wear. So yeah. Oh wow, who wore it better? This or that? What kind of dinosaur is this again? I forgot. Oh, why didn't I do that before? I could have zoomed in this whole time. Yeah, I forgot what kind of dinosaur this is, but like, look at this. Look at these shoulder pads. What is this? I said before that like, State of the Union is like a big like public event, right? There's everyone's bringing their best fit. MTG had the Cruella de Vil look, or some were saying she looked like Anya Harding. That was it. And people were saying, oh, come on, don't do Tanya Harding like that. Tanya Harding was actually talented and beautiful. Oh yeah, she was hot. Oh, Kirsten Sinema sitting next to Mitt Romney, of course. They're, Kirsten and Mitt, they're just two lovebirds. They're just, I'm happy for them, right? I'm so happy for them. They're so good together, right? What did people say about her? That like Mitt Romney has never met a woman like Kirsten Sinema, like a edgy, like flashy, flamboyant, like allegedly bisexual woman, right? So like Mitt is just like enamored with her. I mean, there's nobody like her in Congress. Nobody like her, probably nobody like her in the entire state of Utah, right? Or if there is, they're nowhere near the circles Mitt Romney runs in. Right? Anyways, isn't Tanya Harding in here? Tanya Harding. Joe Biden is a liar. I represent the American people. I was honored to call him a liar, the liar that he is. Tanya Harding is a lot of things, but how dare anyone compare the triple axle queen to MTG? Yeah, this is actually...
He tries it or not?
Check this out. Now that's pretty intense. Yeah, you can see she almost like slips up at the end there, but she landed it. Tanya Harding in a fur coat. Oh, here's a picture of her. Now look at this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, how can you say MTG looks like ew? Why did I go there? I mean, look at this. This is just like, I mean, the fit isn't even the same. This is a edgy fit right here. Why what's stopping girls from wearing shit like this all the time? Like, look at this, just barely showing the nipples. Just barely not showing the nipples, rather. Look at these thighs too. Look at that short skirt. This is barely a skirt. Yeah. I'm kind of glad MTG did not wear this, because my eyes would just explode. I would just be like, ew. MTG could not pull off this fit. Oh yeah, look at those thighs. She does have the similar kind of face where it's like kind of like a masculine, almost brutish looking face. Or I don't know if that's the right word. She's very tough looking, right? Matthew J. Dowd, called for the Tanya Harding of the house. As in, like, she's a strong woman, I guess. Yeah. Oh yeah, MTG is such a girl boss, right? She's a sexy blonde girl boss. Tanya's thugs assaulted Nancy Kerrigan in Detroit, and MTG's comment that the coup would have succeeded if she had been in charge, and folks suspicious that she might have been the pipe bomber. She might have been the one. Yeah, there was a pipe bomb threat at Gen 6, but like I don't think it would have been MTG. She was live tweeting the location of Nancy Pelosi, which is very sus. Tanya Harding was a world-class athlete who committed a crime she paid for. MTG is just a mistake we all pay for every day. So there was a crime. Ooh, AOC is Nancy Kerrigan. Okay, that would be. Oh yeah, she is a very strong woman. Oh, she can crush me with her thighs. She can crush me with just a look. Ooh yes. And of course, people are drawing comparisons between this and Nancy Pelosi doing her thing at Trump's State of the Union. So, oh, it was Nancy Kerrigan that Tanya Harding paid for thugs to assault her in Detroit. I mean, if it's gonna be anywhere, it's gotta be in Detroit, of all places, to be attacked by thugs. So, yeah, she's a strong blonde woman girl boss who you do not want to cross, or she will hire thugs to beat you up. I mean, yeah, MTG would do that, wouldn't she? But yeah, oh, I would let her top me so hard. She could crush me with those thighs easily. You must have really strong legs to be a skater, right? Anyways, where was it? Yeah, look at this fit. What is this fur coat? She looks like a baboon. Yeah, so people are drawing comparisons between like MTG doing this, just like shouting liar and just like jeering and booing, and Nancy Pelosi tearing up a speech, tearing up Trump's speech like right behind Trump. I mean, Yeah, that was sassy of her to do, right? But I think it was cool. I mean, sure, it was disrespectful, but like, it was disrespectful, but in like a classy way, okay? At least Nancy Pelosi has a little bit of class about her. This bitch, she's just zero class. She's white trash. She's the trashiest white woman to ever set foot in the Senate. Who is this? I've never seen this person before. Okay, that should be enough. That should be enough. Anyways, I think this is a good place to end it. Most important takeaway from the State of the Union: Bush, Shrek, 2001. Shrek in the Swamp Karaoke Dance Party, 2001. I forgot about that. Shrek 2, Shrek the Third, 2007. Then Obama had Shrek Forever After, 2010, and Puss in Boots, 2011. Then Biden had Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, which I gotta see. Apparently, it's very good. Yeah, I gotta go find a date to see that with. And of course, Trump. There have been 0 Shrek movies released during the Trump presidency. Yes, the Trump presidency truly was the darkest period in American history. This doesn't imply Bush was the best president. It implies art can thrive in even the worst times. But art does not thrive under Trump. There have been 0 Wii series games during the Trump presidency. Wait, does Nintendo Switch Sports count as a Wii game? Or a Wii series game? I guess it does. That's why the movie took so long. Yeah, Puss was getting swole. He was getting buff as hell during the Trump presidency. Based. Anyways, in conclusion, yeah. Yes. Trump and MTG and all their ilk are the worst America has to offer, and if they are in charge, you will never get anything good, right? You're never gonna have anything. All the culture, I mean, there wasn't a lot of like good culture produced during the Trump presidency. I mean, of course there was some, but like, yeah, the culture just became like so freaking toxic. Going to become more toxic if these people keep getting elected. So, Shrek 5. Oh, it's happening? Is it happening? I mean, animated adventure comedy film. The sequel to Shrek Forever After and Puss in Boots. It's happening. Oh shit, it's happening. It had better come out before 2024 ends. No Bionicle movies released during the Trump presidency. Okay, well that's... I think Bionicle just died. Bionicle: The Legend Reborn, 2009. So, not even any in his second term. But what I said still stands. Republicans, I mean, everybody knows right-wingers are incapable of producing good culture, right? They cannot make good music, good art at all. So, yeah. If you want America to be beautiful and happy, you gotta vote for Democrats, right? That's a lesson. Okay, good night. See ya.